Former scout says Liverpool is now open to offers for the efficient Reds ace. Exclusive! Liverpool picks star forward to replace Darwin Nunez this summer. Hello, my fellow supporter. Welcome to another news video about the greatest and best club in the world. Let's get into the video. Liverpool is open to considering offers for Darwin Nunez in the summer transfer window, according to former scout Mick Brown. The Uruguayan forward joined Anfield in the summer of 2022 after a promising move from Benfica, aiming to add more firepower to the team. Although he has had some standout moments, such as the dramatic last-minute winner against Nottingham Forest last season, his time at Liverpool has been marked by ups and downs. His finishing, often inaccurate, and the lack of consistency in his link-up play have raised doubts about his future at the club, causing him to increasingly position himself as the fifth-choice forward at the Reds. In an interview with Football Insider, Mick Brown, former head of scouting at Manchester United, stated that Liverpool will not sell Nunez in January, as manager Arne Slot seeks to keep the team strong while still competing in the Premier League and Champions League. In this context, Slot would need a deep squad, and selling Nunez in the middle of the season seems unlikely. However, Brown emphasised that at the end of the season, Liverpool is willing to listen to offers, as they could generate a good sum from his sale, which would allow them to invest in a more consistent player for the position. At 25, Nunez has not developed as much as expected since his arrival at Liverpool. His commitment on the field has never been questioned, and his fiery personality makes him popular among fans. But his failures in front of goal and his unpredictability in his performances remain a challenge. Although former midfielder Steve McManaman described him as efficient, Nunez's lack of consistency has been a key factor in his adaptation to the team. The inconsistency in his finishing and the difficulty in connecting with his teammates are factors that hinder his establishment as an indispensable part of Liverpool. Keeping Nunez in the squad wouldn't be the end of the world, but the club needs to carefully evaluate his performance in the coming months. If the Uruguayan forward cannot show clear progress and consistent improvement in his productivity, it will be harder for Arne Slot to justify his place in the starting lineup. As the summer window approaches, Liverpool will likely conduct a thorough analysis of Nunez's future, and the offers that come in may decide whether the Uruguayan will continue his journey at Anfield. Liverpool is unsettled by the recent strong reports that Real Madrid plans to finalise the signing of Trent Alexander-Arnold by the summer, with the possibility of an agreement being reached before the end of the January window. The Reds' vice-captain had an unusually unstable performance on Sunday during the 2-2 draw against Manchester United at Anfield, a result that, while not disastrous, kept Liverpool with a 6-point lead at the top of the Premier League, with a game in hand over Arsenal, their main rival. During the match, Alexander-Arnold had a shaky performance, being substituted only in the 86th minute when Conor Bradley replaced him. His performance was quickly attributed to the speculations surrounding his future with Real Madrid, who had already made an initial offer to sign him, seen as one of the main culprits. The €20 million offer, approximately £16.6 million, was quickly rejected by Liverpool, and it is believed that the way the offer was presented disturbed the player. Gary Neville expressed his displeasure with Real Madrid's approach. Mario Cortegana, a correspondent for The Athletic, revealed that the Spanish club is confident of reaching a deal with Trent Alexander-Arnold, possibly before the end of the season. On December 31st, Real Madrid approached Liverpool about the possibility of negotiating for the player, whose contract expires in June. Despite an initial rejection, sources believe that while Alexander-Arnold is expected to move at the end of the season, it is unlikely he will leave Liverpool before then, especially while the club is still competing for major titles. However, Cortegana stated that Real Madrid is attempting to expedite the transfer, offering to pay a fair price if Liverpool wishes to avoid losing the player for free in the summer. Real Madrid, confident that Alexander-Arnold will be signed, may press again for his transfer during this window. Arne Slot, Liverpool's manager, has not ruled out the possibility of Alexander-Arnold leaving the club in January, but has avoided commenting directly on his future. After the draw against Manchester United, Slot defended the player against criticism, emphasising that it was not just Alexander-Arnold who had an underwhelming performance. The manager acknowledged that the team as a whole didn't play well, but stressed that in a long season with 50 to 60 games, it's natural for players not to perform at their best in every match. Liverpool is keeping an eye on Victor Osimhen as a potential replacement for Darwin Nunez, with sources revealing exclusively to Anfield Watch that the club sees the Nigerian forward as the ideal option to replace the Uruguayan. Liverpool's interest in Osimhen is nothing new. Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards, responsible for the club's recruitment, have admired the player for several years, since his time in Belgium and later at Lille, where he stood out for his skill and goal-scoring instincts. However, Liverpool's evaluation of Nunez seems to have changed, with the Uruguayan losing ground in the team and a possible future away from Anfield. According to information from Anfield Watch, there is growing interest from Saudi Arabia in acquiring Nunez, and several European clubs are also monitoring the forward situation. The possibility of him leaving Liverpool in the summer transfer window is gaining momentum, although it is still uncertain whether the club will accept a significant financial loss compared to the €85 million they spent to bring him from Benfica. Regardless, Liverpool's recruitment team is already taking steps to find a suitable replacement, with Victor Osimhen at the top of that list. The Nigerian forward, currently loaned to Galatasaray by Napoli, has attracted the attention of several clubs, with his season in Turkish football being impressive. After a disagreement with Napoli's officials, Osimhen was forced to move to the Turkish club, but it is expected that he will leave Napoli permanently this summer, with many teams interested in his services. Liverpool's recruitment team, in particular, has been impressed with Osimhen's performance so far, with the 26-year-old scoring 13 goals and registering 5 assists in 16 matches for Galatasaray. A remarkable average of a goal every 65 minutes. These numbers make Osimhen a highly attractive option for Liverpool, who are looking for a high-productivity forward who can contribute immediately to the team. Moreover, the fact that he has already been a top scorer in Serie A, one of Europe's most competitive leagues, only adds to his appeal. If Liverpool opts to sell Nunez, as expected, the club will be well positioned to secure a deal for Osimhen, who fits well into Jurgen Klopp and his coaching staff's long-term plans. Do you believe the sale of Darwin Nunez and the potential arrival of Victor Osimhen would be the necessary change to strengthen Liverpool's attack next season? Thank you very much for watching until the end. See you next time.